And if you want UX to be seen as valuable, success must be framed around what the user is able to achieve. This brings us to step 2, which is measuring what actually matters. Defining success is great, but if you don't measure it, it does not count. As Peter Drucker said in the 50s, famously said, what gets measured gets managed. If we're not measuring the impact of UX, we can't improve it, justify it, or even defend it when budgets are tight. So to make UX measurable, you need to track not just what users do, but how they feel about it and whether they stick around. That means looking at both sentiment tracking and behavioral data, because UX success isn't just about features built. It's about how those features actually perform in the real world. And we have 3 methods I want to talk about that you need to use in conjunction or in combination. The first method is longitudinal sentiment tracking. So we're talking about long-term UX health. You need to understand how your users feel over time, longitudinal. Measure a baseline and then pulse, say quarterly. And this pulse is going to give you a sense of, is their experience improving over time or getting worse? And there's some ways you can track this, a CSAT score, customer satisfaction score, or net promoter score. These long-term surveys help you gauge overall user sentiment. Are people happy with the product? Would they recommend it? The next method is in-app sentiment tracking, NIP, now in the moment pulsing. Instead of waiting for quarterly CSAT surveys, ask users in the moment after completing key tasks. A quick 1-question survey in-app. For example, how easy was this? Provides real-time feedback that UX teams can act on. So a good example is a B2B platform launched a new workflow automation feature. Their CSAT stayed flat, but their in-app sentiment scores dropped immediately after launch. And why was that? The feature introduced unexpected complexity. By catching it early, they iterated and improved adoption within a month. Okay, this brings us to our third method. This is behavioral UX tracking. Surveys are great for how people feel, but what really matters is what they do. Measuring UX means tracking real user behavior to see if our designs are actually making a difference. So there's 3 key behavioral metrics that matter most. First is task success rate. Can users complete key workflow efficiently? If users keep abandoning tasks, there's a friction point that needs fixing. Second one is feature adoption. If you launch a feature, are people actually using it? They're paying for it. Are they using it? If not, maybe they don't see the value or the UX isn't intuitive. And then retention and churn. A great UX keeps people coming back. If retention drops after a redesign, it's a red flag that the UX may be contributing to churn. So, example, recent client had an enterprise HR platform redesign its onboarding process. Task success rates improved by 40% and adoption of self-service tools increased by 25%.